Hi guys, it's Christina with It Works. I wanted to do video 2 to let you know a little information about the company. And It Works started in 2001. Pam had met, before that, Pam had met with Luis, which is the formulator of the wraps. If you read on Luis, he started learning natural remedies from his grandmother when he was a kid, and that's what he enjoys to do. That's what he likes, and that's what he has taken an interest in. Anyways, he is the formulator of the crazy wrap thing. He had met with Pam, gave her the wraps, told her to try them out. She went ahead and did that, tried one. She said she didn't see anything. She tried two, didn't see anything. I can't remember if she said there was 3 or 4 that was in the box at the time. But the last wrap she did, she said she woke up and swears that she left part of herself in the bed. And she called her girlfriends and told everybody. Then it came to her and Mark met. And at the time, Mark was a high school coach, or a high school teacher and a coach. And Cindy was a stay-at-home mom. And they have 3 kids. And all they wanted to do was, this is where the whole $300 to $500 a month thing came in. They needed to make $300 to $500 extra a month. And, if you listen to Cindy tell her story, she, well, the first time I heard it, I cried, because it's what every mom wants, well, most moms. She wanted to be able to go to the grocery store and buy whatever they wanted. They were on a budget, so there was she said that she could take one kid at a time with her and get one kid at a time a treat. She wanted to be able to take them all, take all 3 of them and be able to treat them at the same time and just buy whatever they wanted. So Pam and Mark met. Pam asked Mark to be the CEO. And then in 2001, the company started, and they just had a few products. That says, I was trying to do my homework, so I have notes. I thought they started in a little tiny office in Michigan, and it turns out they started in their kitchen, hand packaging orders, and then they moved to the little office in Michigan, I guess. And anyways, okay, so in 2009 the company became debt free. They started in 2001 in a little kitchen, and in 2009 they were debt free. And they moved from Michigan, and I can't remember what town it was, to Bradenton, Florida. They started with just a few products, and now we have, I think, almost 40. And the one thing I did find that, I was wondering how, because we know how Luis came about, and I was wondering how Dr. Dawn came about, and I went into looking at the history of the company and how Dr. Dawn came about. If you know Dr. Dawn is not just known from It Works. He has books that are written. He loves natural remedies. He's something else. Like, Dr. Dawn is very impressive. But anyways, it said something about in 2005, Mark had went to the doctor, and the doctor told him to get on a multivitamin supplement, and Mark asked him which one, and the doctor said, I don't know, but don't take a cheap one. You only live once. And this is how Dr. Dawn came into play with the company. He says, he had went to vitamin stores and all this stuff, and all these opinions and all this stuff, and he finally came to Dr. Dawn, and that's how our Vital came along. And I have to say they did a very excellent job with that, because I love it. But because Mark wanted to be healthy, he was trying to obey his doctor's orders, we got that. So, win. So, okay, in 2010, in 2009 we were debt free. 2010 we expanded to Australia and some areas of Europe. Now, in 2016, we are in 20 countries. I think 19, 20 countries. Um, in Okay, so in 2011, they moved from Grand Rapids to Florida. Um, they have exceeded records. I found one. In 2012, they wanted to reach 100 million, and they doubled that. So, voila. We have been in Inc. 500 three times, 3 years in a row. I think it's 3 years, or I know it's three times. And let's see, in 2013, they reached the 450 million. 2016, they're wanting to reach. Our goal is to reach 1 billion. They are a Christian-based company. I love the fact that Cindy prays over, if we have a conference or a meeting, that Cindy goes in and prays over every one of the chairs. That to me is very impressive. When the owners of the company pray for you, that to me is very impressive. In 2014, they built the new building, or they bought the new building in Bradenton. And it's a waterfront building. It's gorgeous, beautiful. I haven't actually been able to go there and see it, but I will. By golly. I have all kinds of notes. Sorry I'm saying so much. The whole thing is, they know the struggle. These aren't people that didn't struggle. These are people that know the struggle. I mean, he was a teacher, and his wife was a stay-at-home mom. Pam wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, she wanted to work from home to be with her kids. And her kids, I listened to her one time tell a story. Her kids, somebody asked her kids what mom did, and they said they didn't know. She didn't do anything. I loved that. Like, that was awesome to me. But anyways, that's just a little bit of information for you about the company. I know that, I fell in love with the rap when I started. That's what happened to me. When I learned, and when I took the time to learn about the business end of it, and the company, and how it was formed, and how it was ran, that stood out like 1 billion times more than I thought the rap did to me. These people, like I said, they know the struggle. They knew what it was like to struggle, and they wanted to make things better for people. Not just, like I said, Mark wanted to be healthier. Mark was looking for ways for himself to be healthy, and voila, we have ways now to help ourselves be healthy, and we have ways to help ourselves not struggle. So I am thoroughly impressed by these people. That's my opinion. So there's a little bit of information for you, and I hope a little bit of something. That's mainly what I'm impressed about, is how it came about, and the people behind it. Okay, there's day 2. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.